Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Code 369. Our main motto is to learn by doing sample projects. The more you do, the more you learn by doing, it will be easy to understand the concepts. Okay? The things which we are going to see are how to learn about, the things which we are going to see are to learn about division element. What is division element and how it works? And the difference between paragraph and a division element. We already know how to insert paragraph in the web page. And now we are going to see the difference between paragraph element and the division element. Prerequisites are install the VS Code and its extensions, create folder and open it in the VS Code, and create a HTML file. To do all these things, I have put links in the description box. Please check it and do it. Let us see the sample project here. I have a paragraph here and I have a set of lines here. And we have to know that these two things have the same content in it. Starting from lorem, ending with kalpa. Starting from lorem, ending with kalpa. But the difference is, this is a whole paragraph. But what I have done here is from lorem to elite, I have made a separate line. And from necu to corporis, from necu to corporis, I have made it in a separate line. And from animi to kalpa, I have made a separate line. This is what I have done here. So, if we have a paragraph like this, how to make it in a separate lines? Okay, if we have a paragraph like this, how to make it in separate lines? So that the another thing which you have to see is here, this is a separate line, but there is no space after this line. But in paragraphs at all, here is a paragraph, and what it has done, after this paragraph, there is a separate spacing line spacing is there, okay? But in this, even if it is a separate line, there is no line spacing after this. The next line will be continuing right after this. So how to do this? So let us get into the VS Code editor. Here I have created a new file. Ensure that your file name should be ending with .html. And now we are going to add base structure of HTML by HTML:5 and clicking enter. And we are deleting the unnecessary things which we don't want now. We are deleting this also. Finally, you will be having this only. The head element, body element and title element inside head element. Okay, if you have to know about the base structure and what it is head element, what is style element, what is head element, what is body element, and what is doc type, what is title element, then please check the video which I have enclosed in my description box. There you can learn about the base structure and you will be knowing tag name and what is an element, all these things you will be knowing. Now let us coming to the point. This title element means this whatever you write in between these open tag and close tag will be printed as title in the web page. Okay, let us delete. This is a default title that HTML has given. Let us delete this. What title we have to give is division project. We can give it division project. Okay, and let us save this by pressing Ctrl S. And let us open this by going to the VS Code folder that we created, and file2 is our file. Open this and we will be seeing division project as the title. Okay, now what we have to do is, here we have to create a paragraph first and we have to make some lines separate to each other like this. Separate lines we have to print like this by separating the lines and printing it separately. That is what we are going to do. And now go to body element. What we are going to do is writing a paragraph. What we have to do, just type P and press enter. Otherwise do it manually. Now we have to create a paragraph, write a paragraph. If you want to insert sample paragraphs, you can do a shortcut, that is type LOREM, lorem, and press enter. It will be giving you a paragraph, and it extends beyond the sidebar. Okay, like this. It has extended beyond the sidebar. What you have to do? Just press. First, we have to reduce this size. This is unnecessary. And if we have to print the lines next to this line, what we have to do is press Alt plus Z. If we do that, text wrapping will be done, and the thing and the lines which went beyond the sidebar will be printed in the next lines. Okay. Now we have created a paragraph. Next, what we have to do, we have to print some text in separate lines. So I am copying this paragraph itself. Okay. Just press Ctrl C and click here. Press Ctrl V. The paragraph will be printed here. This indentation at all it's not at all a matter. You can leave any much of space, or if you don't leave, that is not at all a problem in HTML. And what we are going to do next is we have to print some text separately. Okay, from here to here we can print the line separately. How to do that? We are going to use division element. That is what div. Okay, we have to call the division element as div, and now the close tag also automatically inserted. Now we have to cut this close tag and we have to print here. We have to paste here. Now what will be happening is this section will be separately printed in a new line. Okay, this will not be continuing to the next line from the next line, or that is what, it will not be continuing from the next line, from the previous line. Now we are going to print the next line also separately. To do that, press div, press enter, and cut this close tag and print it here, paste it here. Now what will be happening is from here to here the line will be printed separately. And next what we are going to do is insert division element, div, press enter, cut this division element close tag and paste it here. Okay, now this line will be printed separately, this line will be printed separately, and this. Okay, let us see. Press Ctrl S to save that and go to the file. It has already got opened, so now we don't need to go to the folder and again open it. Just press reload by right clicking. It has come. This is the paragraph which we had, and the lines of this paragraph has got printed separately. This is what we wanted to do. Okay, fine. The next thing which we have to understand is the difference between paragraph and division element. Okay, here we have created a paragraph, but what happened in the next line? There is a line spacing, but what happened here? This is a division element and this is also a division element, but there is no line spacing. But they got printed separately. Let us look at by doing some code. Here I am going to create a new paragraph. Press lorem to import some paragraph. And printing right after that I am going to be printing a paragraph again. Press P, press LOREM and enter. Here I have created two paragraphs. But right after this, what I am going to do is I am going to be creating two division element. Okay, div element, division element. Div, press and enter, I'm going to be copying this line here, and I'm going to be right after this, even right after this, you can create a division element. Div paragraphs also, there is not at all necessary to print it a new line like this. We can insert here also. That is not at all a problem, because line spacing is not at all a problem in HTML. Even if you leave space, there is no problem. Even if you don't leave, there is no problem. Okay. Here I am going to be creating another division element of line. We can from here to here. I copy and paste here. Let us see what will happen. Press Ctrl S to save this. Go to the file again, web page again, and reload by pressing Ctrl R. What happened here is that these are the two paragraphs that we inserted. Okay, these are the two paragraphs that we inserted. What happened here is that the first paragraph will be printed here, and on the next paragraph there will be line spacing, and then the second paragraph will be printed. But what happened in division element? The first division element will be printed. This will be printed here. And what happened next? There is no line spacing. Then the second division element will be printed. That is what happened here. So coming to the conclusion, if you have to separate some text from a paragraph like this, you have to separate some text from a paragraph into a separate block like this, you can use division element. And another thing where you can use it, you don't need to be having line spacing after some text. In that context, you can use division element. For some text, you don't need line spacing after the completion of the text. You can use division element like this. There will not be any line spacing between the division elements. That's it. And coming assignment for you is do all these things by yourself, and the code that I have written will be shown at last. Okay, you can refer to verify whether you have written code correctly or not. And the assignment which you are going to do is sorry. The assignment which you are going to do is write a paragraph and separate some text like this by printing it in the next to next lines. Okay, that is what the project you are going to do, and I am showing my code here, what I have written here. And the thing which you need to do is project. If you do this is enough, like this. This is the project, right? If you do this much, this is enough. Write a paragraph, separate some text in next to next lines. Okay, that is enough. I am deleting the extra code that I have written here, like these two division elements and these two paragraphs that I have created extra to make you understand. So this is enough. This is what the solution code. Okay, you can create your own paragraph and verify it whether it is correct or not, that you have written the code correct or not. Thank you for watching, my friends. Please subscribe me and support me. Thank you.